Biden approves military airdrops of aid into Gaza after chaotic encounter left more than 100 dead. President Joe Biden said Friday that the U.S. will begin airdropping humanitarian assistance into Gaza, a day after more than 100 Palestinians were killed during a chaotic encounter with Israeli troops. The president announced the move after at least 115 Palestinians were killed and more than 750 others were injured, according to Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry, on Thursday when witnesses said Israeli troops opened fire as huge crowds raced to pull goods off an aid convoy. Biden said the airdrops will begin soon and that the United States was looking into additional ways to facilitate getting badly needed aid into the war-battered territory to ease the suffering of Palestinians. The president twice referred to airdrops to help Ukraine, but White House officials clarified that he was referring to Gaza. Israel said many of the dead were trampled in a stampede linked to the chaos and that its troops fired at some in the crowd who they believed moved toward them in a threatening way. Aid flowing to Gaza is nowhere nearly enough, Biden said. Biden, in his visit with Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni at the White House on Friday, also sought to assure European leaders that the U.S. remains behind Ukraine, even as he's been unable to win passage of a supplemental foreign aid package that includes $60 billion for Ukraine in addition to $35 billion for Israel and Taiwan. The legislation has passed the Senate, but Republican Speaker Mike Johnson has refused to put it up for a vote in the House. Ahead of Meloni's visit, White House officials said they don't have good answers for allies about finding an end to the impasse with House Republicans and reopening the American spigot of aid to Kyiv that's badly needed as Ukraine tries to fend off Russia's invasion. Biden, along with top Democrats and Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, strongly urged Johnson during a White House meeting this week to take up the foreign aid package, but Johnson responded by saying that Congress must take care of America's needs first. Meloni traveled to Kyiv last week to host a group of 7 leaders meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the second anniversary of Russia's invasion. During her recent visit to Kyiv, Meloni reaffirmed Italian support for Ukraine and signed a security cooperation agreement for military and technical assistance through the end of the year. There was trepidation in the Biden administration when Meloni rose to power as the head of Italy's first far-right-led government since the end of World War II. But he acknowledged that a prospective deal may have been set back after Israeli troops on Thursday fired on a large crowd of Palestinians racing to pull food off the aid convoy. With Meloni by his side, Biden on Friday expressed cautious optimism that a deal can still be struck. "We've been working and hopefully we'll know shortly.